ship has arrived at its destination.
Greetings, people of the BBS Tycoon.
Okay,
I
what?
am Agora of the 3rd generation. We, the Ixion Guides, know that you have been searching for Remus for a long time. However, we have established a delicately balanced ecosystem here on this planet that cannot suffer your presence. We remember Dolos as our first and closest ally, as the one who made the Neocon Parshadol teachings visible. Pioneers of genetic Calamitous, you have suffered repression, persecution, and extermination. In memory of the doors you opened for us, of our common past, it is our turn to open the door for you. There is a way for you and your crew to join us. You may be a part of our community. Shape it. We will no longer be we. You will no longer be you. We will become us. For this to happen, you will need to be genetically optimized for life on Remus. We will incorporate your genetic heritage into our society. You will follow the elder process my predecessor applied to us. You will be adapted to the planet's gravity to photosynthesize. You will live in symbiosis with Remus. Let me be clear. Humanity's mistake has been its attempts to transform ecosystems to deny its place in them. We do not terraform, we change. We are not intruders. We are a crystalline part of the ecosystem. You will live longer and work according to your abilities and passions. Our elites guide us with pragmatism, intellect, empathy, and with sensibility. We have no other interest than to follow genetic Calamitous. Let us show you the new cradle of humanity. Trust in genetic Calamitous. We followed a self-similar pattern.
Okay, then. Hello there, everyone. This is iMark3. Welcome back to Death Spiral Simulator. Some element of humanity got it before us. Dolos opened the doors to them, or something, show them, and now they are offering to guide us in turn. But we will no longer be as we are. We will become as they have become. We will evolve. So they are. If I'm reading this right, they are a form of post-human society. Yes, sorry. Welcome back to Ixion. Yes. I was aware that there are alternative endings to this game. I'm guessing this choice is where that plays out. They do make a point about not being invaders, I suppose, but close. I wasn't expecting to get a random transmission. Luckily, I'd already started recording. Probe launcher has been disabled. Sure, thank you. Because I was sending some probes around, getting some more science ships out. Because we got you're there, you're there, you're there. You can launch to Lupercal. Oh, you're already in an event. That means Melon's the one that can set out. And Aventine. In other news, Tycoon is holding stable. I am well trusted. Hull integrity is at half. We could jump a couple more times before the station starts to literally shake apart. This is the first time another faction has reached out to us and said hi, and has been actually friendly. Anyway, other news, I'm completely out of cryopods. I have none left. So I can shut down the cryosens. Actually, I don't need them sapping power. I think this many small bays was a slight overreaction, but this sector is not quite where we wanted to be anyway. Also, the robotic gladiators are back at it, doing their thing. Very good. Ah, and the reactor's online. I didn't notice. Minus 3 hydrogen per cycle for 75 output. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, right. Anyway, moving on. I was not expecting contact from transhumans. Comment from IPA for many cell housings in the sector is only halfway through level 1. Maybe cell housing don't count then? As a maybe, I'm going to say probably not, because there is actually a debuff to stability if more than half the people in a sector are living in cell housing. So that probably counts as substandard at bare minimum kind of deal. Cell housing seems to be treated as the lowest housing quality available, so that may actually be the reason. Yeah, I think that probably is it. Food production specialization, I think you need to add some fields, not the farm building, since it's about producing the food and only the fields do that. The farm buildings actually do produce... No, they don't produce. Then the question is, where am I going to put the fields? If I tell you to switch to metal, if I tell you to empty, will that be big enough? I don't want research, I want the right size. That is the right size. So that will let me install one farm onto this crop farm here. But yeah, good catch on that. These guys, I thought they produced a little bit by themselves, but it turns out they don't. So I can get rid of that. Don't need them. I think I might be thinking of insect farms, because those produce anyway. Actually, can I put an insect farm? No, too big. I do have fungus farms. No, algae farms, sorry. Ooh, those are kind of chunky as well. I don't actually want to do that. I also tell you to dismantle. Right. So, meet with the astronauts on Remus. I've been deliberately sending probes away from the mission objective, and so Remus has actually reached out and contacted us. I never actually sent a probe over there. So they must have detected our Dolos jump into the system. And so they reached out to us. Let's fire again. Right. Let's see. We've got some points of interest requiring action. Almost all of Palatine's weather systems have been infiltrated by Mercury. The resulting dense and toxic cloud cover would not prove conducive to the development of life or any potential colonization efforts. Aww. So that was the established infrastructure result. Bunch of science. Okay, let's locate the source of the river of Mercury then. Apparently this planet is overflowing with Mercury. Plutarch. First readings from Plutarch reveal planet to be gravitational operation. Potential sites for analysis have been located. Exoskeleton technology allows the team to begin planetary exploration. Fragments transmissions from Maxwell's crew are coming through on extremely rapid rates. They say the round site are being wage structural cycles now. Abandon the expedition. No longer receiving transmissions from Maxwell's team. Biometry data suggests the team experienced accelerated aging. This led to insanity, hunger, dehydration, and finally death. The expedition will be declared lost. Repatriate the Maxwell. I'll repatriate the Maxwell, I suppose. Oh dear. So, Plutarch. I don't know what happened to Plutarch.
Arrived at its destination.
But the Maxwell lost all its crew. Oh, the ship is still tier 2 apparently. Okay. Moving on. Numitor. Oh, hello. Despite low average temperatures of Numitor, abnormal heat zones have been detected in the gas planet's atmosphere. We have entered Numitor's atmosphere, opaque and crimson. It makes spotting anything here difficult. Extreme pressure readings have been recorded near the planet's liquid core. We await study instructions. Well, you know me. Set up complex stuff. Create and use specific analytical tools. Research by cargo ship. Manufacture and use measuring devices adapted for high pressure conditions. Have a specific adapted infrastructure. Set up a floating research base. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing I've been doing. This guy. Or you can just drop explosive charges at different levels and study it that way. Let's go research base out there. Atet, you're on that. Yes. Bye-bye. Right. Numitor. And we sent the other ship out to Lupercal. Where's Maxwell? Halfway back. Right, Lupercal. Grandmaster Lupercal has provided some unusual data. The planet is home to numerous anomalies and high levels of carbon allotropes. Lupercal's atmosphere is very thin and toxic. Visible particles hang suspended within it and move in the light winds of the planet. Impressively vast quantities of diamond encrust Lupercal's surface. It's the planet of Blink. Yes. The thin atmosphere will provide little protection. We have chosen a study location that rarely experiences direct exposure to Ilya, the star of the system. Any increase in Lupercal's surface temperature could jeopardize the team's safety. I'll set up an advanced place again. And well, I've just told Atet to do something else, so I'm going to tell Koala to do this one. And there we go. As I continue to probe the area. Remus, though... Ooh, Remus is nice and blue. Kind of wonder what the branching path is going to be. I mean, one is probably going to be adapt to with this, join these guys. Another is going to be we stay as we are. And I guess the third is they were deceived as something suspicious happened. Also, they say Dolus opened the door to them, but are they Dolus descendants or are they pirate descendants? We never did find out what happened to the pirate crew. So I keep calling them pirates. Go back to the Tycoon, please.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Nuclear power plant has had an accident. Oh joy. 26 crew members were injured. That's exactly what you want to happen in your first nuclear plant in a residential zone.
Science ship team has completed a
Of
task.
course, yeah. Okay. I need to deal with the Maxwell. Ah, here it is. Maxwell's just finished reforming the crew. So they get to go to Aventine. Okay, we've also got Palatine's next thing. Team of the Bergerson discovered the source, a huge lake of mercury from which liquid metal flows. During survey efforts, Yuna Takagawa fell into the lake and seems to have ingested large quantities of the mercury. They were saved by the team, but mission reports detail how Yuna experienced multiple hallucinatory visions from the exposure. Yuna describes witnessing UN attacks on Dolus infrastructure, wars and famine sweeping across the earth, massive crowds being crushed together, fleeing from deadly mobs. Dolus security protocols recommend Yuna be transferred to an infirmary immediately. Well, the only option is to repatriate. Look at that though, 135 science. Come back to Tycoon, please. You are literally right next to the Tycoon, so that's not an issue. Ah, there is a Romulus. I was just thinking, if there's a Remus, there must be a Romulus around, right? And there's a Romulus. So, right there. 103 science as well. And ignore that probe over there, I mislaunched it. So, there's apparently something around here. Ah! I missed it by only a few degrees. Okay. Okay, I forgot we had a request. Right. 9 protocol, commencing DDoS attack, starting new network, blah blah blah. Administrator, Jacqueline, I traced the Sector 1 Scientific Syndicate. We're once again taking liberty of overwriting Dulles protocols in order to contact you. So, they are overriding the PA and the Dulles programs to contact me directly every time they do this. We did some analysis on Eden after she was attacked by Perenisi's PA. Some interesting files. Information on Remus and Numus colonization protocols were present in Eden's database from the beginning of the Tycoon mission. That's not all. We also discovered details on another viable exoplanet within the Ilia system, planet Romulus. This planet has been masked so that it doesn't appear in any reports you receive. We put in place administrative countermeasures, and we encourage you to send a team to the planet. Skullduggery. Okay. And that was, yeah. So that's why I probe found Romulus. Apparently I wasn't meant to find that until that event popped up, but I happened to notice there was a spike of like, there's a point of interest here. Send a probe. You are done, Bergerson, over there, so you can actually go straight to Romulus. Something's fishy. Something's fishy. Anyway, right. Aventine. Preliminary data contains many inconsistencies. Aventine emits large amounts of particles that were not supposed to be detached from an atomic structure. Although these emissions do not appear to pose any physical danger to our scientific teams, theorized psychological impacts range from the unknown to the disastrous. Those security protocols recommend extreme caution. We have landed on the planet. A powdery layer of yellow sulfur covers Aventine. It falls into the many crevices strewn across the planet's surface. The interior of the hollow planet is revealed through these fissures, which offer a speculative view down to Aventine's core. It isn't like anything we've seen. Turret pillars support the planet's surface, reaching up out of the center. A central, perfectly spherical core, like a metallic seed. It seems to absorb the rain of powdered sulfur that falls down upon it from above. This is very unusual. Study the surface, or with help of exoskeletons, study the core. This is a very strange planet. I think let's go study the core. And then we'll study the surface. Well, it gives us the study of the core option because unlocked by exoskeletons. But then what happens if they do something wrong and collapse part of the surface and then they can't do the surface? But the surface says, do not appear to... I'll study the surface. I want to poke the core. I want to poke the MIG metal ball. Let's check the core. Though the implication is they'll be exploring the surface without their exoskeletons, so they are safer with their exoskeletons. I am doing this for their own safety. Yes, that's it, definitely. Alright, anyway, these two are both currently doing deliveries, I believe. Yep, you're still delivering. Yep, you're still delivering. Okay. There's a planet Vulcan as well.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon. A science ship has arrived.
People of the VVS Tycoon, we have detected the presence of a BMS warship in the Ilia system.
Wait, what?
The Piranesi has followed in the footsteps of your Vol trace. We have no weapons, no military solution against such an enemy. To ensure the survival of this settlement in Ilia, you will have to find a way to silence him, once and for all.
The Perenisi.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
The Perenisi? I thought we shorted that. Well, we didn't actually check and confirm he was fully offline. You just overloaded him. Damn it. Right. Okay, so the Perenisi actually came after us. Death Power Simulator, you have thrown me another curveball. Congratulations. Right, we want to be in Sector 3. Administrator, everything confirms the sad truth. The Perenisi has followed us to the earlier system. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Are we sure we're not jumping into the warp in the Immaterium from 40k? So yeah, great. The Perenisi is here. Hi.
I am not dead yet. I will feed on your pitiful community. I will build my reaper.
Oh boy.
Are you ready for your simulation?
So let's point out, megalomaniacal AI, that you were offline when I found you. Your vaunted mechanical superiority was completely powerless to the fact that you shut down. You couldn't be bothered to keep yourself awake. You let your power sources run dry until we gave you a little wake-up jolt. By accident, but yes. Anyway, Perenisi, always a pleasure. You're as friendly as ever. As long as you don't start launching drones everywhere. Anything else? Oh yeah, Aventines. Right. Team of the Maxwell had great difficulty establishing a study protocol for the planet's core. I'm not surprised. After multiple attempts, conclusions indicate that the huge central sphere interacts with elementary particles, including bosons and Faustachions, in a selective and unpredictable manner. 10 previously unknown elementary particles have been identified. Data from the Aventine core analysis will pave the way for new scientific and technological models for years to come. Cool. Okay, now poke around on the surface. And watch out, by the way, because the Perenisi is in system. Also, we've got Romulus. What the... That's new. The crew are hallucinating, a symptom of dead Earth sickness and UN propaganda. Romulus does not exist. I think the Tycoon systems may be rebelling a little bit. A summary of information. Administrator, there is no planet here. Right. Okay. Okay. Well. Then why did the probe say there's something there then? Okay, Bergerson, move on to Vulcan. Let's see if the Romulans are around.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay. Just as the whole temple goes
Science ship
offline,
has arrived at its destination.
we've also arrived at Vulcan. That's something. We're also going to get Lupercal very soon as well. Okay, Aventine. Analysis indicates the mass-defining particles that constitute the matter of Aventine possess an altered state. The surface of the planet contains many isotopes previously thought impossible. Many of our theoretical models have been called into question following discoveries made on Aventine. Unfortunately, the planet's surface is extremely friable, making any long-term exploration attempts unviable. Okay, leave the planet then. And even though they said good things, they have not actually, given any signs, sadly. Also, go back to Romulus because there's 28 science there, which I did not pick up. I'd just like to say, Perenisi, I appreciate that things were quiet, then you turned up, and now the music of dread ambiance is back again. I was thinking it was good to be true. I mean, all my sectors were on like +4 or above stability, so I knew something had to happen. And hey, the Perenisi is still kicking. So there you go. Let's get Numitor. They seem to be done. So is Lupercal, apparently. No, wait, no. No, Numitor is still getting materials. Lupercal? Large quantities of data have been sent by a team on Lupercal. They have identified the presence of Faustachions on the planet, and the reports contain a great excitement about potential new discoveries. Vol jump theory and Vrow's work on matter undulation. However, we received a concerning message from the infrastructure dedicated PA warning the team's behavior is becoming unusual. Those security protocols recommend an immediate conclusion to the mission. The PA warns that the team's behavior is becoming unusual. Diamonds are forever. I mean, they've given me 45 science. I guess let's play it safe. The crew of the Melon are refusing to leave the planet. They claim they still have important research to complete on Lubrigal. Repatriate the Melon because of term of contract. Declare the team is lost. An invoice will be sent to their families for any... Yeah. Actually, I kind of wish I'd given them their blessing to continue. I wondered if they might. There's no option for me to reluctantly give my blessing to them now. I can demand that the ships come back or declare them lost. Declare them lost. Lost 5 members, lost science ship, but the science ship is still there. So that way, if they decide to come back, at least they'll have the Melon. I'm not planning to go anywhere. I will conquer the Paranesi. I will assimilate it. Its technology shall be mine. Vulcan. Ooh. Okay. Numerous electromagnetic disturbances on the surface of the comet Vulcan. I thought it was a planet. First visuals compare the comet's vibrant green tail. So I captured the tail. This is the team of the Bergerson. We have landed on Vulcan. Proximity analysis indicates the comet is shedding large amounts of boron. Significant electromagnetic disturbances have also been detected. They appear to be similar in nature to those that were observed on the Rotonansky comet in the Amazon. You mean the one that disappeared and took away an entire ship and science crew? Right, let's study. Let's check on that. I regret losing the Melon. I should have told them they could keep going. I figured they might not. Oh, hello. It's these guys again. This is Jacqueline of Chase, Sector 1, Scientific Syndicate. Eden continues to block Romulus despite our countermeasures. I won't beat around the bush any longer. We need to shut down Eden. She's altering all the data presented to you, as well as the data that crew members exchange with each other. You probably noticed this already. Eden obeys the principles of Dolos, which today are probably more than a century out of date. She's spoken to prevent us from reaching Romulus and making a fresh start. She won't deviate from the old dreams of the long-crushed corporations that brought about the lunacism. Totally disconnected from what the crew, including you, have gone through and are still going through. We successfully deposited a protocol for disconnecting in the EVA airlock database. Please, Administrator, you're our only hope. Who's Eden? I hear you. Who the hell is Eden? Posited that in the EVA airlock database.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Have you? I don't see it. There is an unknown tech tree still there. I still don't know what that is. But I don't see this thing they say that they've sent to me. I find it very interesting though that I'm assuming that's our PA, is actively trying to enforce old Dolos protocols, which are, yes, again, very out of date. Vulcan? We ventured into the crevasses of Vulcan, seeking source of electronic disturbance, entering a small cave of luminous boron crystals. We stopped to take readings. Results seem to vary. Proceeding further in, we found a large floating grey sphere, similar to the one found by the gear crew. Oh, that's neat. It actually recorded what happened it was the gear that we lost there. After liaising with the Tycoon science community, a number of controversial theories have been put forward and proposals made for possible experiments that might be attempted on the sphere. Debate continues. I've noticed a growing fascination for the sphere among the other expedition members. This is absurd since it's obviously only for me. I see. Only for me. Perform suggested experimentation, analyze the sphere, or Naomi Protocol. Bergson team free study sphere that they see fit. I think keep an eye on them is probably a good way to do. So let's keep an eye on them. The safe thing would have been to tell them to get the hell out of there, I guess, but well, again, I'm too curious, and yes, Romulus still doesn't exist. Okay, so by playing monitoring bugs, the team of Bergson were able to counter any perceived negative impacts from the sphere, successfully sending several measuring devices into the sphere itself. The team was able to collect a large number of unusually precise datasets. 575? What? That is, okay. Okay.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Bergerson is a level 1. I finally noticed, by the way, the difference between the levels of science ships. Higher level science ships collect science more quickly. 571, I don't want to trigger another Vulcan because what if, like its predecessor, Vulcan disappears? So I'm going to leave that one to just gather science at the moment. Okay, anyway, we've got a request somewhere. Sector 1 at the tech center. Scientific Investigator Sector 1 has found a solution for the Peronisi problem. Now they have finally reached a viable exoplanet, the Tycoon has no further purpose. Scientific Investigator proposes the following. If you're going to say sacrifice the holy god that has carried us this far, the ever-enduring Tycoon, that might be an issue. Preparations are being made for colonization. Tycoon's sectors should be filled with batteries. Once they are charged and the crew ready for exit, a flight path will be plotted for the Tycoon to crash into the Peronisi. Igniting the stored power should be enough to destroy the BMS warship. Administrator, in this scenario where there is no longer any life on board the Tycoon, I am authorized as the PA of the station to lead it to its end. A new objective, last stand. Build enough batteries to cover an area of 1,000 tiles. I already have 499. Okay. I really want to keep the Tycoon though. It's shiny. I like shiny things. I want to keep the Tycoon and the Peronisi. They're both mine. They'll both be mine, yes. But the thing is, you're crashing a small exploratory colony ship into a warship. A damaged warship, but still a warship. So, what will you do if it doesn't work? That's my question. What will you do if it doesn't work? Well, the thing is that, well, I guess as far as the objective is concerned, this is our destination. Except we've still got this whole Romulus thing hanging over us as well. Maxwell's retrieved all the science where it is, so there's no other objectives around, is there? No other points of interest. Okay. Maxwell, go to Remus. We need to talk with those guys, or at least analyse what's going on.
A science ship team has completed a task.
After several surveys, the team at the Focal discovered the existence of a second, much smaller and denser core of Numitor. Self-similar space particles were also detected, and the team proposes that there is a correlation between the presence of these particles and the core's strong geothermal activity. 172 science. Thank you. Lots of science for that, so yeah, definitely well worth the investment. And yeah, I've told my ships to just not mine carbon because I've got so much of the stuff. Ugh. I am slowly burning through hydrogen though. Do I need to? I don't think I do. I think my sectors are actually okay without that at the moment. But we're going to have to end it there with the Piranesi looming.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
The Piranesi sabotaged our water treatment centre. Oh, how could they? Well, that's why we've got the ice as a backup anyway. So, yeah, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. And still not sure.
The science ship has arrived at its destination.
The Piranesi disabled a drone bay. Oh, how could they do that to us? Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps out the channel. Gives me those virtual head pats I oh so crave. And we'll start poking these transhumans on Remus next time. Still another 350 science to go from Vulcan. That's just nuts. But yeah, see you all later.